Alright everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report and I am your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay guys, we're going to continue with our local news series. We're going to go to Kenosha, Wisconsin, where the shooting happened last night, where 2 people were shot and killed and 1 was wounded. Now guess what's going on tonight? It's as quiet as a church mouse. There's nothing going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I wonder why.
News.
A 17-year-old teen from Antioch facing charges after 3 people were shot and 2 killed during protests in Kenosha. Those protests have been going on now for 4 straight nights following the shooting of Evanston native Jacob Blake. Blake was shot by an officer Sunday in the back 7 times, and now we're learning more from Wisconsin Attorney General about the investigation.
We have team coverage on the developments out of Kenosha and the local teenager now facing charges. WGN's Dana Rebick is standing by in Antioch, but let's start off with WGN's Rob Sneed live in Kenosha with the very latest. Rob.
Yeah, guys, tonight a completely different story compared to what you saw here yesterday. You saw crews out here avoiding tear gas and hammers being thrown, as well as glass bottles here in front of the county courthouse. But again, this is what you see tonight. Where are the protesters? Just over there in that park, actually. Only a couple dozen out there, but yesterday there were a couple thousand out here. Here, it's pretty empty, very quiet. As we know right now, the unrest continues on its 3rd day. You can see some protesters coming around sporadically in small groups chanting Black Lives Matter, but again, nothing like it was yesterday. Tonight, President Trump promised to send federal law enforcement to help assist the National Guard, police, and other law enforcement on the ground here in Kenosha. Hear what the DOJ had to say today.
But at the same time, we must understand that this eruption in our city is based on years and years and years of oppression.
Tonight, community leaders joined
true.
Kenosha District Attorney Mike Gravely and Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul as they gave an update in the investigation of the officer-involved shooting. The Department of Justice Division of Criminal Investigation says Kenosha police officer Rustin Shesky shot Jacob Blake as he attempted to enter his car on Sunday, August 23rd. Right now, the DOJ is leading the investigation with assistance from the Federal Bureau of Investigation and other law enforcement agencies.
When they complete that investigation, it's turned over, again by statute, by law, to the local district attorney's office. And that will be our office. We are asked, are there any crimes that a police officer has committed that can be proven to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt?
The DOJ says a woman called Kenosha police saying her boyfriend was not supposed to be on the property. Authorities are not confirming if that boyfriend the woman was referring to was Blake. The taser wasn't successful and Blake walked around his car and opened the driver's side door and leaned forward while Officer Shesky held Blake's shirt and shot 7 times, hitting his back. No other officers fired their gun. Investigators say Blake admitted he had a knife on him. DCI agents got the knife from the driver's side of the floorboard of Blake's car, but no other weapons were found. The details of this case hasn't set well with many who feel the shooting was unjust. 3 days demonstrators clashed with law enforcement.
We have a community today that is literally on fire, set on fire by the deep divisions that have been fueled by a number of forces that are brought to bear in this case, right? Systemic racism with its insidious history in Kenosha and throughout the country.
And DCI plans to provide their report of the incident to the prosecutor in 30 days. Now, if the prosecutor doesn't bring charges, DCI will make that report available to the public. Again, right now here on 56th Street in Sheridan, completely quiet, completely different than last night. Of course, this is an ever-changing story, a developing story, and we will stay out here and bring you the latest as it continues. Reporting live in Kenosha, Rob Sneed, WGN News.
All right guys, they quieted things down, didn't they? You see, now these people know there's a consequence. They weren't paying any price for what they were doing. Now they're going to be a lot more careful from this point forward.